Hey, okay. Welcome, everybody. I just want to make sure that everything is fine before we start this game. Also, just get the sound down because I don't want to be banned. Okay. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Am I fine? Am I audible? I made some changes, some more changes, so that at the very least on YouTube, I can appear properly and you can hear me properly and we don't have problems. So I want to see if that is working. But, oh, okay, what a way to kick off. Yeah, just like that. Hi guys, just waiting for TikTok to get online. Those watching on YouTube, guys, I apologize that I haven't been here as much as before. I had been having a lot of problems when it comes to this YouTube. For some reason, didn't want to connect, and I've been having technical issues. But I am here. We're going to be watching Mamelodi Sundowns versus ES Tunis. That is the game that we are watching today at 3. And then, of course, we'll be back again later for MC Alger versus Orlando Pirates. That is what we're going to be looking at today. Today, we are going to eat and dream and sleep. Champions League. But we are 50 minutes in. ES Tunis deciding to kick the ball straight at kick a ball straight at the goals yeah, but now what's happening? Kick the ball straight at Williams' goals. Apologies, guys. I'm just trying to get everything running. Now YouTube is working, and then TikTok is doing something different. When we look at the two teams, Mamelodi Sundowns is taking on ES Tunis at Loftus Versfeld. Very, very weird game, this one. 3 o'clock on a Tuesday is very, very odd for South African football. But the reminder is that it is winter that side. So maybe part of the reasoning to have it at this time was to make sure that you're not giving them any type of advantage, and you're taking advantage of the fact that you are playing in sweltering heat, or well, what's meant to be sweltering heat, versus what they're doing that side with it being winter. So we're going to see a very interesting game. Like I said before, Sundowns and ES Tunis have played together quite a bit. ES Tunis is the team that knocked out Mamelodi Sundowns last year at the next stage, at the semi-finals stages, when Mamelodi Sundowns was knocked out by ES Tunis. So it is a little bit of a grudge match for Mamelodi Sundowns. In the last 5 games that played against each other, the teams have a very interesting record. I don't know what's happening. Apologies, guys. Apologies. Something is happening on this side. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? Just let me actually check while I fix this. Can you guys hear me properly? Am I coming through? Am I sounding fine? Am I good? I've just got a bunch of these things popping up now. I just want to make sure. Okay, thank you, Ntokozo, for the confirmation there on the tube. Let me just see. Okay, hopefully my audio problems have been sorted now. But anyway, Mamelodi Sundowns versus ES Tunis. We can get into it proper now. Mamelodi Sundowns and ES Tunis are both teams that are number 1 in their leagues. Of course, Mamelodi Sundowns is on top of the Betway Premiership, whereas ES Tunis is on top of the Tunisia Ligue Professionnelle 1. And then they're sitting number 1, 25 games played, 15 wins, 8 draws, and 2 losses for their record. 47 goals scored, 21 conceded, for a grand total of 53 points. Whereas Mamelodi Sundowns is atop the Betway Premiership with 23 games played, 19 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. They've scored 51 goals and conceded 14, for a grand total of 58 points. In the last 5 games, Mamelodi Sundowns has 3 wins, 1 loss, and a draw. The last game out being a clutch Jaden Adams 119th minute goal versus Iskukune in the catch-up game for the Nedbank Cup. Then ES Tunis, on the other hand, they have 2 draws, 2 wins, and 2 losses on their record in the last 5 games. Their last game was on the 12th of March. Just think about that. 12th of March, where they drew 2-2 with JS Omrane there in their league. Now, isn't that interesting? Mamelodi Sundowns played on the 28th of March. The last time we saw ES Tunis play was on the 12th of March. That just tells you that fixtures and fixture congestion and all of those things are really a South African problem. Then, like I said, in the last 4 games, ES Tunis has 3 wins. There's been 1 draw. Mamelodi Sundowns has yet to beat ES Tunis. Has yet to beat ES Tunis. Esperance De Tunis. Okay, then starting lineups. In goal for ES Tunis is Ben Said, number 32, number 13 Pushniba, number 6 Jelasi, number 15 Tukai, 20 Ben Hamida, 27 Quinichi, 14 Ogbelu, 24 Elias Mokwena, South African Elias Mokwena, 21 Konate, 11 Belaili, and then 10 Sase. Mamelodi Sundowns has Williams in goal. We have Mudahukeka, Namodiba, Suarez, Mokwena, Matthews, Allender, Adams, Ribeiro, and Shalulile. We will be here. We will be here at 9 p.m. as well. We are 5 minutes into the game. ES Tunis started with an audacious, from the kickoff, they tried to hit Williams from the halfway line, which is insane. It didn't really work out the way that they thought it would. But as the game is panning out, it looks like they're fine with sitting back and holding the ball. They're fine with just playing a little bit of a low block, well, a mid to low block. They're allowing Mamelodi Sundowns to have quite a lot of the ball, and it looks like they're going to try and release Mokwena quite a bit up the left-hand side. He just lost the ball now, so very, very interesting, guys. What's with the quality here on SuperSport? What's going on? The quality, man, is not make sure. It's not the one we are used to. Here comes Mamelodi Sundowns. Oh, 2 players have slipped. Please, Sundowns. This Karablela like a sleeper, man. Here, Loftus looks immaculate, the pitch. So, my Panthers, Lirinka game. How is this game going to end there in the comments? Tell me your predictions. Is it going to be an over and under 2 and over 3? What is going to happen? Masego better get today. Masego better get in. Oh, is this a Masego game? An African game. They told us that Masego was here for African games, and he won the AFL MVP last year. So maybe it is that for him. But we'll see. Look, the thing about Africa, guys, the thing about African football is that it's not beautiful. It's not pretty. It's not, pleasing to the eye. A lot of it is going to be a very tense affair where you're just waiting for somebody to make a mistake and take advantage of the mistake. Right? I think the reason why, as Bafana is saying here, Masego might be a good choice for the game is that Masego, man, udlalele polele supersport. Get the ball on the left-hand side, run to the byline and try to do something, which is something we're going to see a lot now with Mokwena, for example, in this team. Now, according to the starting lineup, they're playing a 3-1-4-2, if I'm not mistaken, system. ES Tunis, whereas Mamelodi Sundowns is playing the 4-3-3 that we know, 4-2-1-3 that we know. Normally, Adams is meant to be the point man in this game, but we know Ribeiro drops inside. It becomes more of a 2 up top. Mokwena sits mainly as a sole 6. Oh, Suarez! They were playing the ball out from the back. Suarez tried to make a turn inside the box, was caught, but ES Tunis couldn't take advantage. Guys, Suarez! Okay, khoza. Say guys, khoza again, because no way is Suarez making those type of mistakes right now. Okay, let me see. Ledin, welcome. Uratile, welcome. Nil says Uratile. What time is Bucks playing? 9 o'clock. So after this game, we're going to have a little bit of a post-game talk. Then 9 o'clock, we'll be back again for Orlando Pirates' game this evening. It is a very interactive show. So if you're watching for the first time, you can add your voice to the show. And you do that by joining me now live on TikTok. And there's a button at the bottom of the screen that says guest. You click on it, I let you in. It's got a blue man hugging a pink, blue person hugging a pink person. You click on that one, I let you in and we can speak. How it works is halftime, 5 people come in and we'll analyze the game. And if we can reach 35,000 likes, I'll keep it open for the rest of the game. Dumi says, Kabuyelo. Mokwena will score and provide an assist. Mark my words, says Kaizer Chiefs #1 fan. Tunya, say guys, Tunya. Dumi says, Danko to Yeah, to Mrs. Danko, Sabelo says Danko to me for just giving him more information. Guys, I can't show you the game. Those watching on YouTube, I see there's a question. I can't show you the game. I don't own the rights. And I don't feel like one, getting banned, or two, getting sued, guys. Hey, you can't be fighting CAF, guys. Libo be in Libo Super Sport. So it is a watch along, unfortunately. I know the ball over the top. It finds, is it Mokwena? It finds Mokwena. He makes a move, but there's coverage. That is going to be the game for today. Long ball out. Try and catch the defense sleeping on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of that defense, of the Sundowns defense, and try and hit them from there. So, guys, unfortunately, cannot show you the game. It's a watch-along. If you do want to watch the game, it is free on SABC Sports, I believe. SABCsport.com, SABC Plus. It's on the SABC Sports Facebook page. There are plenty of places where you can get it for absolutely £0. Okay, Suarez has been exposed by Paris now. We see him. Mara, isn't that the problem that Sundowns had for a very long time in terms of that particular position? You think about your ABs, Abdel Monem, you think about your ABs, you think about, your Libusas. There's always a weak link in the defense. There's always someone. Nomvala, as majestic as Mvala is, he will play a 9 out of 10 game and then he'll give you one mistake. And the way Modiba is moving, obviously Modiba is not necessarily full on left back. The moment he leaves, you see, if I was ES Tunis, I'd have Mokwena on the other side. Play him on the other side. Let him attack Suarez. 1v1 mano a mano. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Belaili is a good option, as well as Sase as well. Coached by Mai Kanzare. One of the successors that came after Sundowns coach Cardoso, far post. What is it? Is it a corner? Corner. Oh, no, it's not a corner. Okay, let's see. SABC 1 as well. Thank you, Tembiso. When will Chiefs play CAF? Yes, we're having such a nice Tuesday. A nice, relaxed Tuesday. Reshebile barababang, bako Africa, bas representa, gumnandi. Ufagi Chiefs. Why Ufagi Chiefs, Mara? I'm live on TikTok and YouTube. Who is your daddy? I don't know if that's what you meant there. But yeah, I am live on both platforms. We're going to hope that something is happening. Oh, I do, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. I do, man. Imshini says that he's watching on both sides. There comes the attack again. Left-hand side. They're looking for that left-hand side. King, do they think that the Mbobo is Mudau? Because the Mbobo is Mudiba. The Mbobo is not Mudau. That's who I'd be attacking, honestly speaking. Let me see what's happening on the vertical side. It will rain soon. It's raining in Josie already, says Uneo on YouTube. Yeah, that's part of the worries. Maybe that's why they moved it a little bit earlier. I still contend that it's because, it's winter up there. So maybe you try and get as much of an advantage as you can by playing them Cabo 3. Less of an advantage when you look at, in terms of fans. The fans are streaming in, but obviously most people are at work. So they will be arriving, but we'll see. Kante masanda wana di busy li practice di laser. Le practice the laser. Mara let's say about the afternoon. Ow. Listen at the morning. Just heard from Radio 2000 that Pitso will be. Evan, really? Hi, April Fools. April Fools. I won't fall for that one. I know it's the 1st of April. We can't play this game on a Tuesday. People are working. They want to make Mudau run until he gets tired. Well, that's true, but I think if you've been watching Sundowns over the past few games that they've played, you'll maybe understand that you could target Suarez, man. You could target Suarez. Mudau, I don't think is going to be asked to do too much today. I don't think he's going to be overlapping that much, honestly speaking. So I think Modiba is going to be very important in terms of in-possession play. You are going to see him up the pitch more because of that. So the Mbobo for me is Suarez, to be honest with you. That's where I'd attack. But let's see. Let's see. There's a reason why people have coaching badges and things. What do you think of the game so far? Very cagey, Taz. Very cagey. Very cagey. You kind of see exactly what Esperance De Tunis is trying to do here. As we wait for Mamelodi Sundowns to take for Mamelodi Sundowns to take a free kick. Not on the edge of the box, but just in front. For those who are listening here, badlala komang. Khwadladiwa hona jwanong Zanothando. Khwadladiwa hona jwanong. E live game ena ka 3. Ho kena e nngwe ka 9. Numerated denominator says, Mr. Oti, you're live at this time. System 17 in that. Hey, I would have been at the stadium if not for it being school holidays right now. Bobin. Oti, Nilapo, man. This is a 1-0 game, says Tyler. But they're all 1-0 games. Look, if you look at the record, right? The 2nd of June, 2017, CAF Champions League, Mamelodi Sundowns loses 2-1 to Esperance. 21st June is 2017 CAF Champions League. It's a 0-0 draw. 20th of April 2024, ES Tunis beats Sundowns 1-0. 26th April 2024, ES Tunis beats Sundowns again 1-0. They're always close, but close is what happens in these games. That's what normally happens. But the game at this time. Yeah, no, I understand. I'm going to watch the Paris game. Yes, I will be here. I will be here for the Paris game at 9 p.m. So let's go, Mapagania, man. Let's go. As it stands possession-wise, Mamelodi Sundowns has 88.5% of the possession. 88.5%. That just tells you that ES Tunis is here for one reason and one reason only. Sit back, defend, hit on the counter. Oh. Sundowns is crossing. Yeah. Letono makala reba betile training reba beta training says papati. Oh, okay. Hi, Mometeng. We are fans of football unless the GNU, they're in the comments. Are you guys together for this one? Pirates, I know you guys have a game later. Are you watching this one? Are you focused on this one? Liminse, Masa, the meaning association of South Africa, Leteng. Chiefs fans, where are you guys heading now? Sundowns is winning this one, says Uncle B. But the game at this time, do you think Sundowns will survive a 1-0 to Tunisia? I don't know. All I can tell you is I believe Cardoso was brought into this team to rectify the one big problem with Mamelodi Sundowns. And there has been, in the Champions League, one very big problem. It's concentrating up until the last minute. Mamelodi Sundowns is often knocked out by, random balls that go through and somebody is sleeping or Vala makes a mistake or something like that. That has been what has haunted Mamelodi Sundowns here. Because remember, Mamelodi Sundowns is a big deal in South Africa, a big team in South Africa. They win the league over and over and over again. But over there, it's all big dogs. And the one thing that big dogs have, very, very important, is composure. Now, Mamelodi Sundowns gets to practice that composure in the league. They can wait until the 119th minute to score against Iskukune because they're the bigger club, man. They don't have that pressure. But when they get into the Champions League, especially when they hit Boma semi-finals, something happens. Oh, Nabi. What kit is that? Who's he sitting with? Okay. Anyway, Nazruddin Nabi is there in attendance. When you get there, Sundowns hasn't been able to prove itself as one of the bigger dogs. You see, the other guys don't play beautiful football. You see this 88.5% possession that Sundowns has. ES Tunis is happy right now with the 11% of the possession. They're happy. Because they know that they need a goal to go win this game. So Ukar also was brought in for me for that situation. That Rulani was all of a sudden shaking. Kari last minute go Africa. Rulani or Mangoba or any of the times after 2016, they just haven't been able to get over that hump, right? So this is what they've been brought in to fix. So let's see if Cardoso is worth his weight in coaching gold. Yes, the Mbobo is Suarez, but I'm sure they want to frustrate Mudawu with Mukwan. That's true. Mudawu hasn't been the best discipline-wise. Does a away goal rule apply in CAF? I don't believe so. I don't think so. Not anymore. I'm not sure. Spoiler says, yeah, Sundowns will lose. We are Orlando Pirates and remain humble. I'm scared, OT, but you'll tie the liver. I don't have my sounds. You'll tie the liver. If Sundowns and Pirates play in the final, they should play it at FNB. Do you want to take it to FNB? I don't think you want to take it to FNB. King Liluna, you want to make them walk from the other side. Nabi is there. To be fair, he is Tunisian. Yeah, to be fair, it's his homies. He's telling them about how bad it is going to Churen. I see him talking there. I'm sure it's like, hey, South African football, it's kicking my ass. Okay. Nabi taking notes. Nabi, I'm starting to believe Chiefs don't train. He took a day off, guys. Who could leave? How? Who could be half day? And it was granted by Kaizer, but he was like, you know what, Kaizer? Kupa half day. You know, I've been missing home. I've been killed by the supporters. Can I go see my own people? Kibwe without a translator. Kibwe without people not understanding me. Let's see. Neo says, yes, the away goal rule applies. Okay, it does apply. Yeah, Nabi's there. Kaizer Chiefs is the biggest team in the world, says Ukabelo, Mtwalane. Well, Mtwalane, well, commercially, maybe, but Okay, so 20 minutes in, it has been a boring game. It has been a boring game. You don't want to make a mistake here. That's the game that applies CAF. You don't want to make a mistake. So it's understandable, especially in the knockouts. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Where's Ribeiro, man? Oh, Ribeiro needs to stand up. He must stop bullying the other kids. Go PSL. Yellow card for no reason. Why would you go for that yellow card? That was stupid. It was 4v2. Alright, guys. Debs are just got an unnecessary yellow card for no reason. ES Tunis on the counter attack just crossed the halfway line. Sundowns had all 4 defenders back, and Utebza went and tripped someone. Jay, is this the disciplinary problems that are? Is this the disciplinary problems that are following Mamelodi Sundowns and maybe the issue? Because now he's got a yellow card and he's playing at the base of the midfield. I don't know if Obas... Okay, maybe Obas could work in this game, but... Tebza. The team that increases the economy. Sundowns will lose in the semi-finals. Ribeiro, Unahanaka TLP, Usekalilege Foot. Yeah. Okay, here comes already Sundowns. Let's see if they can fashion something from here. Guys, I feel like Supersport, is it just me, but Supersport they should rally to try to get the rights for this thing, because in New World, man, this game, I don't know, man, I know that thing. Hey, but the stadium looks really good though. Mudiba with the header over there. Caruso is shaking on the bench. No, he's shaking. He always shakes. Caruso. Oh, Caruso always shakes. Caruso. Why are you underrating Obas? Well, for me, I think it's not underrating him. Obas does a very important job. But the problem is that he's not going to do the important job every game. I'm speaking to somebody here, the goalkeeper. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, no, for those who don't know, I stay in Centurion, and the weather has just changed quite a bit this side. So I'd imagine that in the next 30 or so minutes, it's gonna look like a completely different game, Kwakoloftas. It's gonna be a completely different game. Wasn't Matthews in the starting lineup? He is, isn't he? Thing is, I can't tell. Quality. I don't know. Is it just me? Why did Sundowns start Suarez, not Khoza and Cupido? Well, they've chosen Suarez. They've chosen to go with Suarez. They've been playing him. So I imagine that you play the player that's on form for an important game, or the player that's got minutes under their feet for the important game. You get me? So I understand what you're saying, but I also understand that they've been playing Suarez for the past few games, so he's fresher. And maybe Ukoza, he was struggling a little bit when he stopped playing. You don't want him to struggle in these type of games. He might ruin the kid's career. Oh, taken out for Morena. Okay, okay. I didn't see that change. Sundowns should try and get a goal. These teams always go hard after 75th minute. Obas can replace Allende. The only frustrating thing I'm seeing here is that Allende and Ribeiro and them are not coming to the party right now. They're not coming to the party right now. It's going to take some individual brilliance to win this game. And the individual brilliance lies in that Brazilian and that, is he Chilean? He's Chilean, ne? Allende. 25 minutes in, it is still 0-0. Let me track the stats here. Let's see if they are being tracked by the good old Google, good old people at Google. According to the stats, Sundowns has 3 shots, 2 on target, 85% of the possession. They've completed 186 passes, whereas ES Tunis has 1 shot, none on target. Not on target, 15% of the possession, and they'd only completed 35 passes at the collecting of that stat, the reporting of those stats. Mr. Oti, do you think we will be able to dominate North Africans in the future comfortably? It's a conversation I had on 3-Man Press. So for those who don't know, I've got a show on YouTube where it's me, Lindo Pep, and Talifang, Football with Talifang, and we speak about topics. So one of the topics we had for last week was African football and, you know, can African football win in the world, number one, but then can South African football win in Africa? And if you have to sell out a little bit in order to play African football and win so that you could go to the world, how much focus can you put on that? So for me, it's always come down to, I feel like if we're saying we want to play our football in Africa, for example, we need to sharpen it to a point where like we understand it fully down to the craziest little minute details. If not, we're not going to do anything. African football in general, whether it's CAF, Confed, CAF Champions League, AFCON, World Cup qualifiers, whatever it is not necessarily about technical ability. It's just about holding out. You know, I've said on lives and I've said in videos that for me, I think Pirates has the best chance to get really far in the Champions League because they play a similar type of football to that, you know. They play in big games. They're very patient in big games, and that's what it takes. And by this time, I think Mamelodi Sundowns might be overthinking these things a little bit too much on that part. But anyway, the point we were making on that show was, can Sundowns beat Al Ahly if Sundowns has to sell their soul when they're playing in Africa? So you have to put Shushan aside to go play African football, whereas those guys are playing that North African, you know, 1 goal is enough football. Can you sustainably grow that way? I don't know, it's a long way to answer your question, but I don't think so. I don't think we can unless it's sharpened. And with Caruso there, I don't know if Shushan and Piano will go to the next level or if you're going to see just something different to Shushan and Piano a little bit. 28 minutes in, it is still 0-0. Esquivel for Allende. It's going to be sucker punch goal. Yeah, no, it has to be. It has to be. Caruso is jumping. The problem with Sundowns fans is that they suffer with the team. They don't sing well. Kana agent, Liko Stadium, ne? Sitting next to this guy who's complaining at every turn. It's Masandawa, man. Look at that low block. Look at that low block. Maybe my love for Obas is clouding my judgment. No, there'll be games for Obas. Here's the funny part. Okay, let me put it like this. In this system, I don't know about Obas. But if Sundowns were to play a pure low block system, like if you were to go to Tunisia and just go, you know what, Rekwalami Mati, Rikia Patla, Ratela Skia next door, Obas could probably play. He could suffer, right? If you're going to suffer. If you're going to be a positive team, you need Utebza. Look at the positions he's picking up. Look at how he's making everything tick and play in those front positions. So it is an interesting question. But yeah, Obas, I think he's needed for a different set of circumstances. Shalulile is the weakest link here. Esperance looking like Getafe. Oh. This ball over the top. Mokwena. Offside. Psychologically, is it a good idea for Mokwena to play this game? Psychologically, will Sundowns always be a big brother in his head? Twice now he slipped 1v1. OT, I'm worried about Mudiba and Suarez. The problem is they haven't taken advantage of it yet. Was it Raja who took advantage of Lunga pushing up? Raja took advantage of Lunga pushing up, and they were playing balls up the right-hand side quite a bit. Their right-hand side, Sundowns' left-hand side of defense. So I don't think ES Tunis is doing that. Also, ES Tunis is not committing people forward. It's a long ball out to the outlet. Then the outlet has to hold the ball and wait for one player in support. So I also feel like they're not going to take that too much advantage of that, you know, unless we get to the 80th minute and they change something. But yeah, for now, I don't think that they're even looking that way, to be honest with you. Esperance will catch Sundowns on the break and score. Suarez is lost, says Umlondi. The pitch is looking dry. ADL. Dry pitches. Pella, when pitches are watered, people complain. Both Sundowns and Pirates complained about wet pitches. It's attitude. We need sales in the second half. Yeah, there's no play up top. There's no play. Uripero's hiding. I saw Sundowns crossing at some point to just show you that there's nobody who's willing to just take advantage there, or take a responsibility. Mamelodi Sundowns is going to win this, says Marco. Let me put up a poll. When last did I put up a poll? I'm going to put up a quick poll. We are 32. We're 32 minutes in. I think Shalulile is a super sub, not a player that can be in the starting 11. Okay, then here's the question. Do you tire out your number one option, or do you let Reyners come in the second half and run at them? So would you start with him, is what I'm asking. I've never done a quick poll. I just want to see where you guys are sitting. So there's that long ball. There's that long ball. Okay, for the next 10 minutes. Okay, for 10 minutes, I'm running a poll. So there's a blue little thing at the top left of the screen. Click on it, and I want to hear what you guys are saying. Basically, the question is, will Sundowns win? Simple, yes or no. You see, if this Esperance team had a physical striker, a big physical striker, I think they would have done something here. You know, Sundowns tends to struggle versus physical strikers who put their defense under pressure, especially with balls over the top or playing as a target man. I think they're trying to catch Sundowns on pure pace, maybe taking advantage of that high line that Sundowns is playing, especially when they're in possession. Oh, Peter, put it down. Hebanna. Moran and Mudau both up. It's scary. I would start Reyners or Sales. Okay. Salulile off, Sales in the second half if Sundowns wants to avoid a draw or loss at home. Okay, so the poll has been running for about a minute. I've got 11 votes that are saying that Sundowns will win. Then I've got 4 that are saying Sundowns will lose. Very interesting, guys. Apologies to those on YouTube. The poll is only for TikTok watchers and TikTok viewers, whom you will hear from in about 12-ish minutes. I'll open it up and then everybody can jump in and we can speak a little bit about what we are seeing. Shape analysis nyan. Sundowns is not playing. And I feel like they're going to be frustrated at some point. They're going to be frustrated at some point. Uripero. Guys, is it fair to say? Is it fair to say that Uripero at times, sometimes when you need him the most, he sort of disappears? Like, Waripulisha Moko Mzansi, but then, you know, now it's his time to show up, similar to when it was versus Pirates. And he just wasn't there. Can we start questioning Ribeiro? How do you guys feel? 35 minutes in. Yes, Tunis, they're here for a low block. They are here for a low block. They're not here to play football. They are definitely not here to play football. Was this a strategic kickoff time? I'm not sure. Masandawana, was it strategic or was it just Isimo? Or maybe weather. I don't know. Why can't we shoot Mara? These guys just block. We need Shushan and Piano. Seems like Esperance will do the draw, says Letabo. Let's leave Ribeiro. The best by far, not even close. The best by far where versus who? Because now you need him to be the best by far here. And he hasn't shown up just yet. I know there's still a lot of game to be played. Mara is hiding. I don't know if it's coach's instructions. Mara is hiding. No OT. They're doing what they did last. Very dangerous in transition. Ribeiro is in someone's pocket again, says Gutlano. No, I think they planned enough for him. Maragere, that's why I'm saying that I get special players, whether you plan against them or not, you have to feel them. We haven't even felt Ribeiro up to this point in this game. The guy is hiding Mansuga, my left foot. Skoma says my problem is him when they're defending Ageko. You see, Islanders finding the gaps, but everybody's so far away. And the counter. ES2 is looking for that counter, eh? There we go. Play it! Play it! Now udlala kamsebenzi. Udlala kamsebenzi. You should have played it through to Mokwena. Kimang ki pen lail. Kimang pen laili. You see the hand. Yo, that was selfish. Wow. Ribeiro's going through what Vinny's going through right now, but he shows up when you need him. Didn't show up in the Carling final. Didn't show up versus Pirates. Can we count showing up versus the smaller teams as like legit showing up? I don't know. How can they play when they're playing against rent a crowd Marasinje? Marasinje, Mr. OT, you're raising an interesting topic about Sundowns. Now I'm just asking a question. That's all I'm asking. Beautiful low block. They need him here now. Sinja says it's a penene. 4 minutes left of the poll. We're currently sitting on 13 people saying that Sundowns is going to win, and 6 people saying that, yeah, there's the cloud. There's the cloud. Oh, agent. There's the cloud. They need him here now. Ribeiro killed Paris already. You still need to kill them again, Butlali. Can't take days off. Esperance came to defend. They closed all the spaces for Rivero to maneuver. Tembiso, what can you say? Beautiful block. We are behind Sundowns and South Africans. Okay. Are you sure? GNU's not together. GNU, man. Oh, GNM. Let's call it the GNM. Government of National Meaning. Why Sundowns so slow? They won't get to the second leg, says Uvugani. The storm is coming, hope. Hope the game won't be abandoned. It was Sundowns who had their game postponed. Not postponed, it was stopped for good 45 minutes, ne? Loftus is just unlucky here. No, we just don't want the South African team to win the tournament. Why not? Butlali, why do you have beef, Chief? Your team got to a final as well a couple of years ago. Well, okay, some years ago. Why are you meaning? Stop meaning, Chief. The GNU will appear second half. I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan. I go through a lot. Someone's gonna feel it too. Thomas says, "What's up? I carry Kara halastelana man. There's gonna be new parties formed here. Squama Utsore MK. Comfort, welcome. Oh, have they moved Mokwena? This game is so. I see. This is my prop. Hey, whoever said we are behind Sundowns of South Africa is lying. Friends of Esperance, even. Okay, Papa, that's who we know. If we'll never hear the end of the only SAT. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. If either Sundowns or Paris were in the Champions League, the pain would not go to Naturana. It would be sent there, couriered, Ubered, bolted. Cardoso is gone after this round, says Wahib. Wow. Look, I'm not going to lie. The moment I started hearing him speaking to the press, the way he's been speaking to the press, that, you know, the goal is not the Champions League. It doesn't not matter, but it's not that heavy of a thing if he doesn't make it through. I'll never be behind Chiefs or Sundowns. I don't care who says what, says Time Traveler. Time Traveler, what's your score prediction? Pelawena, you've been wrong so much. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. YouTube, is my sound still fine? I know it starts acting up around these times. It's starting again, ne? I need to fix it. Guys on YouTube, please send just a comment to let me know if the sound is working. But you can't show up every day. Ow. I'm not part of the GNU now. Me, GNU. I never. I've got too many problems of my own to be worrying about somebody else. Way too many problems of my own. One of my problems is at the stadium. Samba Nomzansi. Remember, Bafana is playing Nango 9. Kwaba Princess, Aruini Cafe. But it's, yeah, how? Le re supa ka monwana. Re ituletse. Hey, yazi, by Braela right now, Coach Hayo, they're sitting down, they're relaxing, they're watching CAF Champions League, you know. Libona, when they grow up, they want to be like these players. So, please leave us alone. Please. Caruso's not going anywhere. Once Esperance scores, it's chai. I predicted late goal by Esperance as time traveler. Well, no, I can't trust you. Maybe we're going to watch a beautiful match in the second half. Alright, guys. Lower your expectations. Well, let me do this. Change your expectations. This is African football. This is African football. For those who think it might get exciting, it will only get exciting maybe last 5 minutes when ES Tunis wants to get a young goal there. But otherwise, this is football, guys. This is our continent's football. Nazo? Can a TLP leave the mind of Ribeiro? It's over now. Or I get trauma. Or I get trauma response. Okay, the poll has finished. 65% say Sundowns will win versus the 35% that say Sundowns will lose. But in Chorena, people are good for nothing. Leave them. Hope Nabi's taking notes from both teams. Nabi will champisa that he wants to be like Caruso. Once Esperance causes chai. Nah, it's boring, man, Tato. Honestly speaking, it's boring. Sundowns is even crossing balls. Honestly, I was expecting good performance and football. No, not here. Not CAF Champions League. You don't win CAF Champions League playing great football. Okay, 3 minutes to be added on. Let's see. Sundowns. Oh, couldn't trap it in the box. Is that what Sundowns must do in this game? There's a ball they've been playing. I think it's twice now that has found Shalulile. First time Shalulile decided to try header it elsewhere. Second, is that the ball? There was a ball that Coach Mangoba used to love to make them play. You see that little ball over the top there? Coach Mangoba liked them to put that ball in. So not necessarily a cross, not necessarily a direct ball, just from, you know, if you're looking at the box, just from a little bit of the side of the box, you dink it over. It seems to have caught Esperance out twice. If this free kick can be done like the free kick they did last year versus Supersport, where they just pop it over. I don't think they're watching this game. Babugeli Snow White. It's CAF. What do you expect? Love the way Adams plays. This is CAF. No game plan from Caruso. Tato says I'm not watching on the road anyway. My Pirates will win vandaag. Where's Tiwani? Lebata Tiwani. Guys. Like I know Mudiba is not the best left back, right? But he hasn't been in Bobo today. But you're only going to watch proper at 9 o'clock. Okay, halftime. So we know halftime works, guys. Please feel free to request, and then I will open up and I will let you in, and I will analyze this first half together. But it has been 0-0. Mamelodi Sundowns versus ES Tunis. It is a game that has been a little bit boring. Yeah, boring, if we're being honest, but it's okay. This is what African football tends to be like. So let me see what's happening and who is requesting. Feel free to request and you can jump in. Sundowns, Karifente. Wow. Teams that says sales should have started this game before Lucas. Really? You take Lucas out? Guys, request. I'll request. Okay, what's happening? Look, what's everything? This spanning. Can it just tell? Aye man, now take a tea break, man. Take a tea break. Is the genuine operation? I don't know. Stadium is not full. Oh, Adams. Oh, okay, okay, Adams. I wouldn't take Adams off. Hey, I wouldn't take Adams off. Struggling to request. Really, guys, are you having problems? Wait, let me see. Let me do this. Okay, let's see. Okay, guys. No, according to good old friends, Kokugule, they agree. Hey, Kana agent, you're reporting live. Oh, agent. There he goes. Okay, let me see.
Sir.
How are you, my brother?
How are you, sir?
I'm good. Kula, tell me.
No. I think Sundowns is giving too much respect to this team.
Okay.
Yeah, there's too much respect, and they are not pushing as we thought they would. Remember, this is a home game. They should be pushing so much, and I think they're just playing a safe ball than creating chances more.
Okay.
I don't think this is the game that we need to have position. No. We need to have goals on this game.
But yes, Tunisia is sitting back. They're not allowing any space. They're not allowing them to come inside. They're playing that low block. They're looking for the counter. Are we being a little bit too hard on Sundowns?
No, we have the quality to break that. I mean, we knew they're going to play that. The luckiest thing is that they're not playing all those rough game and challenges. So they are just playing back. So we need to just shoot and try to. I don't know what's wrong with Shalulile, always behind the defenders that deep. I don't know. Maybe it's the game plan.
So tell me then, how would you have not set up a team, but how would you like them to combine to break this ES Tunis team down?
Okay, I feel we need to just have someone like Reynans, and I feel that we need to also push more of Ribeiro closer to the supply of Reynans. Shalulile, it's always good for me to come as a substitute after reading the game. I always like him after reading the game.
Do you trust that Mamelodi Sundowns could score a late goal? Maybe that's what they're waiting for. Just one mistake. Can Sundowns play that game?
They can, but what if we make the mistake before? You see, our Suarez is a bit slow at the back, and they see that. They are seeing that.
But stay on, Kula. I'm gonna come back. Let me bring in Tyler. Tyler, very quickly, tell me about the first half. How did you feel about it? Welcome.
Hey, thanks, OT. They're playing as if they didn't know these guys are gonna come and put a low block. You see those defenders there. There's 5 of them at the back, 5 defenders, 4 in front. What do you do as a coach when it's like that? You knew that this is how they're gonna play. You knew it from the word go. Why didn't you play according to that? And
Tyler,
how many chances they've got? Sundowns. They're playing as if, I don't know, they're not playing at home. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me, OT?
I can hear you now.
Ribeiro is hiding. Chalulile, whenever they try to connect with him, he's losing balls. They are not moving with speed. They're not going to score if they play like this. They are very slow. These guys are compact. So where is that Shushan and Piano? Where is that 1-2? 1-2. We move. We open the spaces. So you need players that are ball players here. And you need to move the ball quicker, so that you can break and scratch that defense. And you need to play with the wide, because in the midfield and centrally is compact, because that they put 4 players in front of Mokwena, Alende, and the Bello must stop hiding, man. He must stop, because Sundowns can only win through him in this game. It's either Ribeiro, Mokwena, Alende, and that boy, Ulenduga. Those are the 4 winners on this game. And they are not showing up.
But then,
They are not showing up. You know,
but then can I
whenever
ask,
I understand
Tyler?
Mokwena, because whenever he's got the ball, my network is a bit horrible. Can you hear
The
me?
network is networking. The network is networking. Let me do this for time's sake. There's a question I want to
And
ask you, Tyler.
I'm not sure about that defense. That guy, what Suarez. I'm not sure about him. They need to do something about him. He's gonna
Okay.
cost them. It's gonna cost them OT. Should these guys get a break? You see balls that are bouncing in front of him. He can't even connect to those balls. So there was a ball that they almost scored, and he pushed that player. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that defense on OT. They need to come up with the game plan on OT. They need to move quick, fast, quick. The ball, move the ball
Okay.
fast. You know.
I think we've got a little bit of an issue there when it comes to connection. But then let me go to Stereophonic. Stereophonic, my brother, welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you, my brother?
Hi, man. Hey, now I'm good, man. I'm good. We're watching African football, man. It's fine. Stereophonic, how do you feel about this game?
You know what? I only got into the game midway, but I was already like, I mean, Sundowns should be used to such tactics. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
If there was a conspiracy theorist, they would think that Cardoso is doing them a favor to not, score. I should believe Sundowns for such a game plan from Esperance. We should punish them some way somehow, but unfortunately, that's not what we are seeing. So I don't know.
They can be patient on the ball, but as soon as they jump the center
Wait, what's
line,
happening? Oh, okay. No, sorry, Stereophonic. So then I wanted to ask you, okay then, Mara guys, aren't we blowing this out of proportion? Because is this not how you're supposed to play African games? Because the more you move around, does that not open you up a little bit so that you can't, so that, man, you open yourself up to be caught out?
Yeah, you know what? I think, funny enough, I expected this kind of a game. And this is what we generally get for anyone that faces Sundowns. Even now, it's proven now in the whole of Africa, unless you have a brave team, you expect that. They'll just sit back and try and hit you on that one counter. They're just looking for that one mistake, basically. So,
No, but I
then
also
now,
mean
to me,
Sundowns. Like maybe the tactic also from Sundowns is don't get excited, Kari Shusha and piano and doing all those things. Maybe let's try and make the game as boring as possible, because the moment we start Shushan and pianoing and people are leaving their positions, or maybe we're getting excited, that's where the danger lies, especially with this counter that ES Tunis has been trying with that long ball.
tell that to Sundowns fans. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the way it is. It would have just been 57 of them if they wanted to watch such a game. But I mean, okay. But honestly, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm still at work. So I'm in work mode. But yeah, I mean, it's a boring game expected from it. But then what it does is that it will end up putting a lot of pressure on them. So
Okay.
even now, as you are saying what you are saying, it's as if you're giving Esperance too much credit, because it's like, man, no, boring black.
Okay. Let me bring in Ungwane. Ungwane, welcome to the show. How are you?
Oh, my brother.
Long time, long see, man.
Isikhona eish kubambeka lapho nalapho.
Ungawari bhuti wami ngitshele ke 9-0. I-Sundowns idlalile first half, uthini ngale first half?
Oh, you know what I think nje khona ufethu Tyler uyishilo lento. Sundowns is the only problem abayenzayo. I feel like they're moving the ball too slow. Especially after attack experience, because the moment they attack, remember, they will start to be stressed. And once they are stressed, the moment they win the ball, we have to attack the spaces they leave behind. We've seen so many dummy runs Umdiba on the left and also Umrena on the right, but they are not receiving those balls. We told in a process of quick transitions, they just play a short pass instead of playing a long diagonal pass that will reach Mokwena, or Umrena or Umtawu, and they are too packed in the middle. So what maybe sometimes I think they should do is what normally Bafana does, drag them one side, have 4 players in one side, overload one side, so that you can create a 1v1 situation on the other side. So if the ball is on your left, let Shalulile come to your left and support and bring in maybe Adams to support, and then let Umrena stay far on the right so that we play a quick switch from left to right. That quick switch will allow a 1v1 situation where we know the pace of from Umrena can take him straight to the box, and we are able to create chances. So just overload one side, drag them one side, then do a quick diagonal ball that will move from either side to another side. Because playing the center, I don't think is overseas as Sundowns at this moment.
So can I ask then, what do you think of the theory that I've put on the table that I know we want Sundowns to be exciting, I know we want them to do certain things, but isn't this the approach that you should be taking to these games? As boring or as whatever it is, everybody pretty much stays in their structure. They're not all moving around all over the place. Would it be a bad thing to approach a game like that, especially in the CAF Champions League?
No, I don't think it's a right approach, given that you are playing at home. I would have understood if they were playing away, right? If you're playing at home, remember you have to get an early goal as soon as possible, and that goal is gonna give you assurance going abroad. To play a second leg away. Now, to play so static and everyone being disciplined in their position, I don't think it's helping his Sundowns. Even this rest defense of three of Umtau, no Kekana and Suarez is not helping them. Instead, yenza ilentuza ingabi nabantu abazoyi attack kuma spaces are right. So Sundowns, I think they should introduce Usales or introduce Ureinas and take out Umrena and let Umtau go to his position. And allow someone that will move from the line inside and create a space on the line where Umta will be able to explore that space and create clear cut chances, the cutbacks, because you need the balls that are played in the box. Right now, Sundowns is not playing in the box. They are trying to play in the center, and they are too slow with build up here. So it's not helping them to a consecutive football. They need to play fast and attacking football to make sure that they score an early goal, because they need to go away with a goal.
I want to bring in Kula. Kula, for the second half, what changes would you make in people, in players and in tactics? And then what's your score prediction?
Okay, I think a 2-0 goal will work for this game. But I never thought I would say this. But I agree, Sale should come in, given the chances that he's more on a footwork, Brazilian kind of 1-2 play. And Reynans should also come in. And don't ask me who must go out. I don't know. It's a very tight game.
Yeah.
I feel it's so tight that you don't even know who to come out. But I know that we need more of your dipping in, more of helping our Ribeiro, because you could see the moment he touches his ball, 3-4 guys come in. And so if you need someone skillful to help him, like Sales, I know he misses chances, but he could just be more of an irritation to the defense of Esperance, and then that's our chance.
Do you think that since an early goal didn't come, would a 0-0 still be a good result for Sundowns, or is it just it's bad for them to leave this game without the win?
No. It would be. It's just we are. What can we say? We are supporters, remember, so we want a win. But the approach, I read what you just said. The approach, this is how you play African champions. You play tactically and you maintain your position. The thing about it is that you have to use your advantage of a home game. That's it.
Okay. Let me go to Tyler. Tyler, changes for the second half, and what do you think is going to happen in terms of the score?
Second half, OT. Guaranteed. 10 minutes is going to be wasted by these guys. They are the masters of wasting time.
Yeah.
You look at the first minute, the first half.
Ow. Tyler, okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. Tyler?
I'm saying OT guaranteed 10 minutes.
Hey, man. Tyler, let's do this. Let me go to Stereophonic, then we'll see if we can't get you on at the end.
A couple of minutes to play. Because these guys are going to waste time now. Jesus, what's happening?
Yeah, okay. Tyler, request again.
You can.
Request again. Stereophonic? Same question.
You know what? I think that this is a game where Salles would be a better option. But I think now we're getting into that period where the Sundowns doesn't need to concede, and then because once they don't concede, getting to the next leg in Tunisia, then it's all about if they score, then the pressure is gonna be on them. So I see champions score 1-0 to Sundowns or 0-0.
Okay, okay. We've seen now Sales has come onto the pitch for Umurena. How do you see the second half playing out? Would you make any other changes? And what's your score prediction?
Yeah, no, I think 11 you predicted this thing here ukuthi Umrena kube ne rest difference of 3 was not working. So they needed someone like Uselves will come and play double 10 with Uripero. So this double 10 at least will take the focus out of Uripero, and Uripero will be more free to make even the box entries, you see. So it's one that I was predicting, which will help Sundown to be more offensive, because now they'll have a double 10 that by Adams in making those late runs to the box. And I think the last one is to just
before you move on there, coach, I want to ask you, how does Reynolds fit into this now? Because him and Shaluli are there, you've got the double 10. How do you see that playing out?
Reina's I think it's sales only, but I feel like when you put in Reina's, you just move out to Shalulile and have more of a mobile striker, you know, the striker that's sitting in the box, have a striker that will make those diagonal runs, that will make you see the runs that normally Ulentuza makes, because now if you see Ushalulile is up against 3 tall defenders and strong defenders, so it's difficult for him to turn, but you need someone who's more mobile, who's more skillful, who can take a snapshot. And I think that is where the introduction of foreigners is going to be important after the substitution gas sales. So if maybe by minute 50 or minute 60 they can put in Urenas in the space of Ushalulile and not play both of them, because Ushalulile currently is being occupied and is not at his best if he's being marked by 3 defenders.
Okay, okay. Let me see if Tyler is back. Tyler, are you with us?
Yes, I'm there. I'm here. OT, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Finish off that point and give me your prediction.
It's gonna be 0-0 OT, no score. These guys are gonna push and waste time. I see they've introduced Sales. In this game, you need OT natural wingers, people that will scratch that defense, and they don't have. They loaned most of them, Aboloch and others.
What do you say of Masego?
Yeah, that boy Tatazela, that boy, he just needs to come down. Hey, there's a lot of work that needs to happen there, that boy. Yeah, Tatazela, and he will disappoint you. You know, he's a good player. He's got his own games on OT. And these games, I think he can do something in this game, because normally he performs well in CAF Champions League in big games like that. But Tatazela, too much. Yo, he's in the hurry all the time. Thanks, OT.
No, thank you, Tyler. Guys, if we can get to, okay, I'll make it 30. If we can get to 30,000 likes, I'll keep it open. Then guys like Papas Java, I see him there in the comments, can jump inside. Well, in the queue, can jump inside and we can have a conversation. Those on YouTube, please tell me if the sound is still fine. I made a little bit of a change, but then yeah. Okay, so here's my thing. Guys, African football at this level right now in the knockouts, very rarely are you going to see exciting games. Very rarely are you going to see 2 teams going pound for pound. Very rarely are you going to see scorelines that go past 1-0. So for me, I understand a little bit of what Sundowns might be trying to do. Yes, we are complaining about them. They're not playing the ball right. Ribeiro's not in the game. They're not switching sides. They're not attacking the certain weaknesses maybe that Esperance might be displaying. But I feel like individual brilliance is one thing. Mara, in the CAF Champions League, it's more about discipline. If you watch what AS Tunisia has been waiting for here, is they've just been waiting for the counter. I think it's 3-4 balls that they've played immediately after getting the ball. They've played it through. And now the last thing you want to do is to have shoe shine and shoe shine it and shoe shine it and shoe shine it. And then because your players are shoe shining and maybe getting out of position, these guys win it back, they score their one goal, then they go, you know what, guys? Simnandi siyavala. So what I was asking earlier about Caruso was to say, isn't Caruso's job here to rectify some of the mistakes that Mamelodi Sundowns has made in previous iterations of this tournament, even coming down to last year, where at some point you have to be pragmatic, some point you have to be boring, sometimes you have to just take the point and be like, okay, abaskorang. Maybe it gives us a chance to get an away goal that side. If you look at Ahly, the record time winners of this tournament, if you watch any of the Ahly games in the knockouts, it's the ugliest, most boring, most negative, most unattacking football. Because they understand that we just need to get that one chance when somebody's sleeping and we go home. Also, I think there has to be a little bit of a respect given to AS Tunis from Mamelodi Sundowns. This is a team that beat Sundowns home and away last game. So I think it also makes a little bit of sense from that point of view to say, hey guys, even if uspumala rang draw, let's try and be a lot more focused here and a lot more aware of what is happening around us. Let's not be too exciting. Let's not be too boring at the same time. There has to be a balance that is struck. And that is what continental football is. You know, we mentioned Hugo Bruce quite a bit. Hugo Bruce's Bafana doesn't play the best football all the time, unless Ulahi level. But a lot of the time, it's a scrappy 1-0, scrappy 2-0, and they live to fight another day without being too expressive. And maybe that's one of the questions that we as South Africans have to ask ourselves and answer to ourselves. But maybe this shandis of trying to be attacking and expressive and the touches and the this and the that and the that, that's not what you do when you get into this time of the competitions. But anyway, 51 minutes in, guys. Remember that my timer doesn't go up to 90, so add 45 to whatever my timer says and you'll have the time. So right now it's saying 47. That means that, saying 7 minutes, that means that it's 52 minutes, the actual time. Let me see what you guys have been saying here in the comment. ADL says, I wish the Champions League would adopt the AFCON vibe where teams just go for it. No, not in the CAF Champions League. Not in the CAF Champions League. The CAF Champions League, you don't want to make a mistake. You see, when you say stakes, some of these teams are under the highest stakes. The highest stakes. So what if you are the Al Ahly coach? Your job hangs on this. You can't be leaving it to chance and looking beautiful. You have to be cautious. You have to be boring. Then your players have to be ruthless in the 2-3 chances that they get. That is the formula of the Champions League, honestly speaking. Low block. Look, 6 men behind the ball. We haven't seen mokwena yet, right now. Yes. Shasha scores. Shasha's got it. Shasha scores. There we go. 1-0. Shalulile, 1-0. Shalulile, 1-0. Ball over the top. That ball I was telling you guys about. The ball I was telling you guys about. That maybe that's the ball you should be looking for. Not very long, not very whatever. They had won that ball 2 or 3 times in that box. 2 or 3 times in that box. Shalulile makes it 1-0 to Mamelodi Sundowns. Tyler says, excellent, we need another one. Princess Bapa Ostubangabay. There's that ball. They did this literally 2 or 3 times. Shalulile got the ball. He tried to header it across the first time. The second time, Reynolds couldn't control that ball. And also, the ball came from Ribeiro. Ball played in from Ribeiro that was then knotted down by Adams, I think it is, for Shalulile to finish. It is 1-0 to Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns has taken the lead. That ball, just that one ball. Hey guys, umuntu umele yolanda ma coaching patches, man. Umuntu umele yolanda ma coaching patches. Ball from who? Brazilian Maestro says Butlali. Tshwane says, I was about to say Sundowns looks like scoring. Yeah. They for most of the game, they've looked like that. Guys, where can I stream this live? SABC Sports, sabcsports.com, SABC Sports Facebook page, SABC Plus app. All free. They are playing Quicken House as agent. Adams is class, says Tshwane. Tintoki says all South African final. No. Okay, we'll tell them about the All African final. Adams, Mr. Motaung will pay. Now we're about to witness beautiful football. Yeah. But knowing the North Africans, Mokwena is going to come off. That number 10, Usas is going to come off. They don't mind losing 1-0 away. They genuinely don't mind, a lot of them. They'll be exciting for maybe a 10-15 minute period. Not even, 15 is long, 10 minutes, and then they'll go back to defending and go, you know what? We'll see what's going to happen in the second leg. That's what's going to happen. But for those who have just joined, Mamelodi Sundowns has taken the lead through Peter Shalulile, as Asap Shembe always says on the show. Shasha boom boom boom. Okay, where's Esperance going to start playing? Where are you going to coach? You Stawara. We might buy Royal AM, City Royal GM FC. If chairman can play, I can coach. Tyler. Sales is a game changer. I told you, says teams off. Well, space-wise, he's a very good game changer. I still want to see him and Ribeiro look each other in the eyes a lot more. Then you'll see something. Because you've essentially brought in an extra man in the 10, which should allow Ribeiro to get away with coming inside and not being man-marked as strong. But he's still taking up the wide position. So maybe Banyatsa Salash, Artur Salash. I guess that's how you're supposed to say it. Mokwena playing like Saile today. Hey, he's been bad, eh? He's been bad. He keeps slipping. But also, they didn't play the ball through to him. There was a counter-attack where it was a 2v1, and he was already outpacing the last defender, and they didn't play the ball to him. Usase didn't play the ball to him. So, it's moments, I guess. Yeah, Royal GM FC. Yeah? What you know about a coach that wears number 10? I love Allender's performance. Very underrated. Allender is one of the most, we rate him, but I don't think we give him enough flowers. Allender, yeah. When he finally takes responsibility, Allender's another player, man. Remember the beginning of the season under Umangoba? My big complaint about Allender was that with the absence of all of the other guys, when Mokwena was going through what he was going through with Mangoba, you needed him to put his hand up a lot more, especially in the base of that midfield with the Obas. But yeah, no. And then him and Adams, they just have an understanding. Play the ball. You've got the answer. Play the ball. Make the dummy run, man. Someone make the dummy run so you can put it in behind. I'm not going to lie. It's such a marvel to watch Sundowns play. They're playing well. They need to score another goal, guys. Honestly speaking, they need to score another goal. I told you about these guys from the north. 1-0 doesn't phase them as much as we think it phased them, especially if they've got the second leg at home. That these teams tend to trust themselves a lot. And it's not saying that Sundowns is not able to also go and do something. I mean, they did it versus Ahly in the AFL. We did. Was it we? Yeah, we did in the final of the AFL. They were able to do it home and away. But a lot of these teams, 1-0 loss first leg is not going to be something that they cry about too much. They're not playing well at all. What? I can't, my guy. Unfortunately, copyright. But there are places you can watch it for free. Skostipan. Ladin says Shasha is back. Why is Mudau standing there like he's a linesman? I see Mudau. You just need an extra person to make the run. Same run that Adams made, but from the other side. I don't know if Adams would have to go to the other side to make that run as well, but same run. Just place the live bet, 2 or more goals. Hey, yay. La pecha. Nike page. I even slipped there. I'm not even allowed to say that word. Hey, hopefully the AI didn't hear it. Nombego, Paris is playing at 9 on YouTube. Paris is playing at 9. So they will be live at 9 p.m. and I'll be here at 9 p.m. There's that ball, guys. There's that ball. There's a ball. If you just make the right dummy run. You saw Shalilile making a run to open the space for who was that who made that run in? But anyway, that ball. Who's on the bench for Sundowns? Onyango, Khoza, Maema, Reynard, Obas, Morena, Lunga, and Masego. I think it's time to make subs for the Sundowns team. Hey, Butali. Hey. I need to shoot my videos, Nami. I must chase them if there's that much of a gap between that and this. Please understand what I'm saying here. Is Matthews on the injury list? I'm not sure, but he was meant to start the game, and he was changed, so I'm not sure. Shots on goal, Mamelodi Sundowns have 3, ES Tunis have none, 0. Lunga came on with sales. Yeah. Lunga came on with sales. At least he saw. If Maema doesn't get minutes today, let me not. You guys say I'm a hater. Let me not. I don't understand. You must bring Kai. Yeah, once, man. Once. Nihamba niyobabukele YouTube anisibukeli kumele nathi man siphushe ukuthi nisibukele so nami kumele ngishaye video yami post what guys 30k and I'll let people come in and you can tell me what you're thinking about the game so far. We are 62 minutes into the game. Mamelodi Sundowns leading 1-0. Let's see what AS Tunis is going to do here. Like I said, I think they're only going to be dangerous for 10 minutes. So this might be the start of Esperance's 10 minutes. And then they're going to go and park a double-decker pass to stop anything else happening. But there they are on the attack through Belail. Oh, how's the Sundowns? It's Renas. Sundowns, it's Renas, and then go counter. See when AS Tunis pushes people forward. Just hit a long ball out to Renas. Hashem is done. Wahupula doubted that ball last season. No, Papani, you're right. Rulani got to a point where he was playing the specific ball, but towards the end of the season, they were playing it from out wide. But in any case, the situation is different. That ball seems to be working here. That ball was not working in the PSL. That ball was not working in the PSL. Here comes a free kick from AS Tunis, left-hand side of their attack, right-hand side of Sundowns' defense, just on the edge of the box, man, towards the throw-in line, but on the corner. Here comes AS Tunis' far post. Whoa. Oh, the Renas there. Utihamba Renas. Sundowns should score another 3 goals. People have put money on the table for that. Jude says, I think Esperance can score from set pieces. 2035 Kaizer Chiefs will be there playing ADL. Mara ADL, why must you abuse me? My team is not playing here. My coach is even so detached from this thing that he's watching. Why must you bring Chiefs into this? Don't bring Chiefs into this. Please don't bring Chiefs into this. See, there goes Esperance. 3-4 players committed. Now you can shushan in piano. Even now you can shushan in piano. Now, if sales can support Ribeiro a little bit better, you're gonna see another goal here. But the Chiefs is a nuggled team. One, they're all pushing each other. What's happening? They're all pushing each other. Hey, rulani, are they getting into their bag now? Let's see. Oh, that's a card. Mokwena, what are you doing? That's a card. Even went in studs up. Oh, that is a card. Who scored? It was Peter Shalulile who came through clutch for Mamelodi Sundowns again in the Champions League. No, that was rough. Studs up even. Kana there's VAR, ne? Sundowns needed Tito cheer up the crowd and the team get morale to score another goal. It's hard, guys, but we will hold Shem. Says Usia. Shintoki says that you need a Tito. Yo, Sundowns with a Tito. Bambi Suloch. Guloch Pela Nabadala Gamnandi now. Ow. Today Fleming doesn't have notes. That's good, man. It must be so calming to be the coach of Sundowns, and like you look up to the stands, and Fleming doesn't have a note. He doesn't look angry. He's not doing anything else. You think Mlungu will achieve what Rulani never did? Well, he's been brought in to do that. I don't know, but so far he's been showing that they can get the results. Sundowns Pirates are good rep of Southern Hemisphere football. Everybody else. But everybody else. What happened to Nku? He was so promising. Can't be promising at Sundowns, guys. You can't be promising. Let's be honest. Sundowns doesn't have time for promising. With the monies they're spending, with the players that are coming in, you can't be promising. You have to be first team quality. That's the only thing. They don't have time. It's not another team where they'll just let you play until. Sundowns, they keep it moving. So Abonku, Abombule, there's others who are still lucky to be in the team right now, but I promised I wouldn't hate on anybody. Those guys are sitting there and it's like, yeah. No, I know they sold him, but I'm saying that's why. Well, when it's Sundowns, they don't play. You can't have patience on Sundowns. You can't have patience. But Nku was just Rulani's favorite, but he also hardly played him. Sway, he hardly played him as well. Karusa says, all right, OT, we don't need promising players. Nku needed to perform, but yeah, no, he failed. You know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about the kids. Ow. Oh, Sundowns, don't commit the same mistakes that you commit. Don't commit. This is not the PSL. Don't commit the same mistakes. You see that ball over the top between the defense and the keeper, where Ronwen has to come and sweep. As intelligent as Ronwen is, you can't do that over and over and over again and not get caught out. It's something that we wanted Abopulukwani to do versus Sundowns. There's plenty of teams that we wanted them to do that. There's a specific ball that got Onyango a red card. Was it twice? You know, that put him into trouble. That, you know, if you think about Saleng last year. So there's a ball. And if Sundowns become complacent at 1-0, next thing they'll be facing an away goal. They shouldn't take it for granted, this thing. Do you think Pirates will face the same task as Sundowns? I'm not sure about Alger. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, Tunis, at least you have a little bit of an idea of them. But then MCLG, I'm not sure. But what I want to see is how Jose is going to approach this. Like I always say, I think Pirates is the best big game team in the country because they tend to respect the occasion. And I think that 4-1 thrashing that Sundowns gave them reminded them a little bit of respecting the big games. And they came back and won the second one because they were playing similar to what they do in their cup finals and things like that. So I trust Jose in terms of like games of huge importance and games of big stature like the Champions League. But, you know, Pirates has been out of the Champions League for a while. So will there be a little bit of an ego that comes into play, especially playing away? You get what I mean? Especially playing away. Will Pirates be okay with getting 1 point away, or will they try and take MCLJ on straight up and try come back with an away goal? That's going to be the question. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I was saying, yes, I'm worried for the kids, man. I'm worried for the kids. I'm worried for Aboletaku, Abomapena, and those guys because Sundowns, you know, the teams that can develop kids are the teams that have space and the coaches that have had time. So you can develop players at a Stellenbosch because Steve Barker's job is not on the line. You can develop players at Sundowns previously because Abomangoba, Rulani had been there for a very long time. They've got a cachet that they carry with them. But now that it's these new coaches, Abocadoso, who don't have ties previously to Sundowns, he's in his first season. We'll see how much of a straight business team Sundowns is for the next 3 years. In terms of being like very strict on the coaches, we'll see. Mara, I'm scared for the kids, man. Zintoki says, did free tickets for yellow t-shirt fill up the stadium? But to be fair, it's 3 p.m. 3 p.m. kickoff. I don't think we should have been expecting anything more. Honestly speaking. By the way, MCLJ is number 1 in their league, eh? 7 points ahead of Kanyisa Mayo's CR Belouizdad, CRP. Meg Chiefs, but they should have offered free transport also. Honestly, even me, I was just gonna get on the car train, to be honest with you. Mara, yeah. But the Meg Chiefs Alger. So you're saying Chiefs wouldn't fill it up if it were free? Chiefs would charge 200 rand a ticket to try and bring people in. But again, different thing, man. So you can enter with the NC shirt. But it says as long as it's yellow. I get it on TV, Babono Rio NC supporter. Babona a sea of yellow. Marasiar King. Yes, Tunis is disappointing, eh? Evening OT, so the game just played and how you didn't know the Esperance home smash and grab is gonna sting. Sundowns can smash and grab that side because they'll have no. Yes, Tunis will have no other option than to be active that game. Big Black says, "What a boring game." Welcome to Africa, Africa, eh? Morena, did he just let the ball roll out? Okay, 1-0 to Mamelodi Sundowns. We are going into the 74th minute. Yeah, Eastern is very disappointing, to be honest with you. I understand everything I was saying about, obviously, they're Northerners, they play a certain way. Maraya, you could tell that they're just like, you know what, let's take this 1-0 and take it from there. I think I'm a little bit disappointed in that it doesn't look like they have a full plan, really. But I'm sure we'll see a different team in Tunisia. But yes, Tunisia is overrated, says Tshwane. Don't care who says what, I'll always defend sales. Says agent. He hasn't been doing much now. Yeah, waste time. Waste time, Ronwen. Waste time. Dallas Africa, man. So next week they'll be going to the second leg lead. Yes. Tunisia's game plan was to play a low block. Oh, it's off the ball. Okay. Off the ball is where you're looking at. Paris must use the same formation we used on Sundowns just to mobilize and counter on them. Salas was a wonder kid. Football Manager 22. Really? I didn't know that. It's okay. Thank you, Tins Prince, Agent, ABL, Papa Khosi, Papa's Java, Tyler, and Crazy T. Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. Thank you so much for the gifts. Rumelang the gift, guys. Team yaka aidlali. Kisevela passport in naman. Kisevela passport ka wani Chiefs. I really a reason to have passport. Hey guys, I Tunis. Limkwana, I was expecting Mkwana to do something here. Mara, they're just running for no reason. What the boring game. Papa Java says Sundowns must go for the kill now. No. 82. I want an 82nd minute. That's where. 82nd minute. That's where the second goal. But my 80, at that time, that's when the second goal is going to come in for Sundowns. Mara Suarez Bamufile off today. Ronwen. Mukwana is another Sahile today, says Tshwane. How can Mukwana do something the other players know his style of play? Bongs. But I get it, that's what you're meant to do. You're supposed to shine. The coach needs to change the game. Oh, nice defending. Sailor. But it's a boring game, guys. Let's be honest. But again, African football most of the time is boring. So I'm proud of Mamelodi Sundowns for keeping it as boring as possible. I'm proud. Ugly wins. Sundowns has always been lacking ugly wins. Especially when it's crunch time. So maybe that's what Cardoso is fixing here. Hi, Big Black, what can we do? What can we do? That's all that matters now. I think this game is done. It's cooked. It's ready. We're not going to see anything else. South African teams was playing in CAF in Uppington. Yeah. I was going to say, take a bus from Cape Town to Limpopo. The game will end like this, says Tshwane. I agree. I agree, 100%. Players are on a mattress now. Yeah, it's not comfortable, Korani, but it doesn't seem like Tunis is focused on trying to get the one goal. I don't think so. I think they're just like, no, we're going to take this 1-0 and go home. Basically. Adams never promised, Malula never promised, Allen instantly became a new important player. Yeah, Papati, exactly. If you join Sundowns, you have to perform from day one. If you don't perform from day one, Hashem, you've got this much rope at Sundowns. Got this much rope. Let's wait for real soccer at 9. Mpulayeng says Big Black. Hey, real soccer. By who? By MC Alger. Hey, but chincha man. I think I'm so disappointed by mokwena. I thought he was gonna give us a Khanye Samayo. Remember Khanye Samayo versus Pirates when he was playing left back, right back. He was taking free kicks from inside, outside. Hey, Sundowns to win by 2-0 Tembi. So I'm not happy. Valagu grandstand. Oh, Mara, it's not like Sundowns have been losing. Just let them cook with what they've been taking out, man. Let them cook, guys. $80 in. I'm sure we've got another 15 minutes left of this game. But but you must support Sundowns, please, mfethu. Oh, mina ngilwi namuntu. Mina ngilwi angisho next. But he finally Masego gaining some minutes. Let's see what he does with them. Masego for gas. That's a trainer. That's a Nabi sub. It's not a stress ball. Hey Mar, it's not a stress ball. It's actually a prop. It's a set prop. Until Sundowns go to the Tunisia game, it will be different as Ubongs. But we need Mbala back to Bafana. I could tell her. He made me ikore. Mashani to Stellenbosch. Ngeke. Guys, who's your man of the match for this game? Please let me know. Is it Shasha for scoring? Who do you view as your man of the match? Question for the comments. Okay, Masego coming on for Shasha. I don't know what Masego's going to bring to this team, but get. Okay, Allende, Adams. These set pieces. Allende. Tshwane says Allende. Sway says Allende. Big Black says the referee. Pati Allende Nabi. Man of the match referee says Kutlwano. Okay, another free kick from ES Tunis, similar position to where they were the last time, right hand side of Mamelodi Sundowns' defense, out wide towards the throw-in line. So here comes another free kick attempt or set piece attempt. Jaden is currently the hottest attacking midfielder in the PSL right now. Who are the top 5 then? Who are the top 5? Can Esperance score so we don't hear the noise? There'll be noise. They'll be telling us about the Rothmans. Sort of like, oh no, it's more of an 8-ish 6, but more of an 8 because Mokwena holds the 6, and then him and Allende do like a twin 8 type system. Obviously, then with the other players up top. There's no goals here. I'm just reading messages. Please. I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading comments. I know nothing about 57 or 62 or 3 or 15. I know nothing. It's like I get to be my number. Jalen Adams will replace Morgan Gibbs. Why? Oh, wow, ADL. Too early. Oh, it might be too late for Adams, actually. But it's genuinely corner. Genuinely. Top 5 attacking is Adams, O'Reilly, Titus, and Vidboy. Interesting. What about De Jong? I always want to put De Jong in. Nibugi Makesi versus Riley M without the man of the match. Z says, but guys, why do people like taking on Downs, man? Now, I can push. Sengeza, Shenge, Oh, that has been the longest 2 minutes I've seen here. Motsepe money making them how? Hey, well, no man. How can we like Sundowns when it abuses the league? Because Sundowns is our representative in continental football. So we have to we're contractually bound by the social contract of South Africa. Support teams that represent us overseas. Lucas Ribeiro not good today. Yeah, and he's really hiding. But this happened versus Pirates too. There's a hiding, man. Last year under Rulani, there was games where he hid. Not to say you have to be perfect every game, but you have to show something. Nabi is gone for it. Oh, did Nabi leave? He's gonna go put his notes together and put them into Google Translate. He just needs some time to make sure the players understand. Wait for him to play Chiefs. When he plays Chiefs, he wakes up, Kenneth. When he plays Chiefs. When he plays Chiefs. Yeah. I'm not going to fight you on that one. Tole says, Sundowns will regret this. I so wish they get another goal. They better not concede because the blow that would give them. Okay, there we go. Done. Our starting lineup. Chain. Chains BC. Who's BC with these days? Oh, KK, TLP. Will you play TLP in this one or do you bring back Oki? You could pick Oki CBC. Obviously, Hoto's got scheme. Van Rooyen's got scheme. In the center, Tito's probably got scheme right now. Makola's got scheme. Maybe Mbata, even though I'd probably bring on Udlamini, but Mbata. And then up top, you have Mabasa, you have Rile, you have Nkota. Straight in. Hey, 89th minute. It's not like the Mtaungs don't have money, but you guys always mentioning Motsepe's money. Now I'm waiting for Rupert to change the game. I wonder if Rupert decided to change the game, all of this would be gone. Don't play Cloaky, don't play TLB, rather play Cloaky and hope he's going to be good for the day. Ay, Kodani. This is not awake. I hope people don't say Sundowns is representing South Africa in the CAF. That's what people say. How? Why are you trying to police what people say and how they feel? If Rupert cared about football, Stellenbosch should be a dominant force. I know it would take one season. Esperance plays like Chippa United though. Yeah, Coach September's Chippa is different. Coach Kopos, Coach Kopos, Coach Kopos, Liverpool, Chippa, sorry, was playing that ball. They'd play it, eh? Pirates is our hope, our Soweto brothers. Who's hope? Because Pirates is going to turn on you first when they win that second star. Yo. I cannot imagine what my comments and likes and all of that are going to look like that day. Yeah, Tabu September's a coach. We know Putimo Hafe, Siema, Papi Zotwane. Why do I think Papi Zotwane and I think Jafet Zwane? I don't know why. There's people here who don't know who those guys are. One season is short. Oh, one season with money. One season with money. Butali. Like, not just we've budgeted from the sponsor. No, one season with we can get anybody, all of the best guys for whatever you want to do. In this game end. Wow. Ay. But the war at Loftus. This is what they wanted. They want to get under the skin. Kala, which was the team that tried to get under Sundowns' skin? Was it AS Far? We're getting those red cards there. Well, Sundowns were getting red cards in those games. Sizoti, thank you for the support. Me? No, I'm not. I do, but I'm not that good at betting. Kikenya bo 1 rand. Then I try and win 20 million from all of the multi-bets. Rupert money, we win the CAF Champions League in 1 year. How? Rupert money, you register for the CAF Champions League. There's some notification, there's some note or something or some legal implication that Rupert can find to put Chiefs into the Champions League. But oh yeah, I keep saying the word. Why aren't you guys warning me? I'm not allowed to say the word. Wait, Benny, someone. 1 goal not enough at all. 1 goal is enough. 1 goal is enough for CAF. 2 goals is too much for CAF. 3 goals is too much for CAF. It's too much for CAF. It's too much for CAF. Hey, 1 goal is too much for CAF. 1 goal is correct for CAF. Is enough for CAF. Ah, 3 points is 3 points, guys. Oh, not 3 points, sorry. A goal in the leg is a goal in the leg, guys. I think he didn't score today, yes, Tunis. They're going to be stressing come second leg. Latin says better than nothing. Hey, Latin, you're holding the lever, when you're holding the lever. You're holding the lever. Don't act like you weren't holding the lever. I hope Nabi is in the ADL. Talis Sundowns. Bazo Sola, when they get to Tunisia, they score 1 at CAF, they'll score nothing come to the Club World Cup. They're not scoring one because they're bad, though. Sigilelo says, Ichaile. Okay, there we go, Ichaile. Yo. Liluna, you don't want to jump in. It's fine if you're at work. You could have just jumped in and said hello on a tea break or something. Okay, full-time, Mamelodi Sundowns 1-0 victors over Esperance De Tunis. So let's see who's here. I'm only going to allow 5 people in. Then I'm going to go shoot my video. That's going to be up in an hour and a half. And then 9 o'clock, I'll be back at 9 o'clock where we'll be covering Orlando Pirates playing MC Alger. The way I'm fidgeting with everything. Pananom says we are Mamelodi Sundowns. Oh, hey, guys. Oh. To be fair, we were also there. Yes, Tunis once 10 minutes. Guys, I'm trying to open. It's not opening. I'm trying to open. Bugani, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
OT. How's it, my man?
The score of champions in the Champions League. I'm good. What do you feel about this game?
Well, OT, you could say the score of champions, but agents inside us, guys, I don't know. Is it just me? Where's the agency?
I can hear you.
Where is the agency? You know, going back to the Nedbank Cup game, like, it's not surprising, you know? I'm not saying Woody, they must blow teams away, okay? This is African football. It's a big game, whatever, but I don't... Come on. Temba Zwane must come back. These guys are slow, bro. They're playing
But then, Sundowns has been playing exciting, Temba Zwane, all of that stuff, and haven't been able to win. Is this not how you're supposed to win this? No sense of urgency. Don't try and force things. Get your goal. Go home.
Yeah, but it's easy for you to say that, but with the semi-final potentially coming and going away to Tunisia, and like you never know what might happen. So now we must expect Sundowns to see they're going away to defend, play slow balls like they're doing right now.
Yeah,
and they expect to take the Champions League. Look, as I'm saying. I don't want to be a critic, OT. I don't want to over criticize. 1-0, they won, but we have now deep down, which one ninja, you see, fuck on. We have now. Anything could happen. The atmosphere will be buzzing, La Payane. It's the second leg, and these guys will be playing like they're playing the final. One mistake at the back.
I get some Sundowns fans now. Jima for atmosphere, but what Jima is kukune, papeta malaser. Come on, malaser. That's it now.
Well, the way they, I don't know what's the coach's plan, but the way they're playing now, they won't get an opportunity to build those lasers in the semi-final. You know, if Sundowns were playing the away leg as Pirates will be tonight, I'll be very happy with this type of performance and this type of outcome. Guys, it's the Champions League. You're at home. I'm not saying score 3, 4, 5 goals, but in the second half, after 60 minutes, they could have put a bit more pressure and just put one more goal on the board. I'm being truly honest. But other than that, well done to Mamelodi Sundowns. We hope that they will progress better. But this thing of playing the ball back to Williams, I don't know how many back passes
Mokwena was playing. Please mute when you come in.
The number of back passes Mokwena was playing, man, come on, guys. You know deep down now this game was kind of boring. We has Bamba.
Champions League. Impora.
Hey, daughter.
Impora. Just on its own.
Yeah, it's kind of a drag to watch if you understand what I mean, you know?
No, forget it for time.
Yeah.
For time, let me bring it to Kodani. Kodani, championship score. This is what Sundowns is meant to be doing.
Mr. Oti.
How are you, my brother? I can hear you.
I'm good. You know, this is how you win Champions League. You don't need expensive football. You just need that one goal home, then you go away. This thing of Shushan and piano, it doesn't work there. It only works here in Mzanzi. But there in Africa, you need to make sure at home you don't concede. At
Yeah.
least one goal, it's more enough. Then when we go away, those guys, they're going to try to come to us. We know we can handle that pressure and score one goal early. Then, we finish the game.
Lindsay pass.
Yeah.
Leave.
Western, call like everything, all the tactics. We adopted those tactics. So now, from now on, we just go in there to get that one goal. And then after that, we can park the bus.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, but second half, but
Yeah.
but
Go
second
on.
half, I was happy with the introduction of the guy Sales and Lunga. I think he saw the rush of at least getting one goal, so they were quick enough with the passes and going forward. And then once you got that goal, then we start to relax because that's the only thing that we needed. That one goal, that's it.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about second leg? How are you feeling after watching Esperance play here, after experiencing mokwena and was it Sase, the guy who scored last season, who knocked Sundowns out? How do you feel about overall the fixture?
I'm telling you, there's nothing. This team, it's not this team nah. I think it's overrated. There's nothing. Even when you go to the second leg, I'm telling you, we can even keep the ball more than them. There's no combination, nothing. They know it's sitting at the back, finding that mistakes and then go forward and score. That's it. But in terms of football, I think we can match them. I'm sure we can even go pound to pound with them at their home ground. I'm telling you.
Okay. For time, let me bring in Stachi.
Okay.
Hey, man, 1-0, man.
Hey, one couple.
Yakubona, Stachi. Uchintshile lelibitso mo.
Hey, maka konta ka yena, maka kontin.
Oh, o fitla ka Champions League ka go dlala Sundowns mara ha go dlala Betway ha oyo.
Ka kontin, ka kontele, e khona kana le fake.
Okay.
Ya Maria, ya makanda te trille, e rile kap mari. I never even CAF.
Yeah.
I never.
I never.
Yeah, I never even.
Mara re go go botsege if e batla go e wina ba e wina jwang.
Agi galo. Ala ba go wina. Ba wina aki 2-0 na marawa ka soba. Ala ba wina wan. Ka soba win.
Mara o renka game ne le mnati game o renka di game tsen.
In lisape.
Yeah.
Ni mnati ki hindi le kimi. Ki le khale mnati.
Mara ke batla go botsa before ke tswa Pirates ka 9.
Go come Pirates da kawas.
O renka yona mapagane o ba bolellang o fitla kwa ka 9.
Ba fan yana salan ka pa e ka diwena nagna kana pa de ko wina 2-1 or 1-0. Baba.
Because batla away.
Aban. Bakala away.
Okay, mara Stachi, uska ipitla man.
Agipik. Konna tene ka nene da.
I know. Ai ta bona na ka 9. Ai rakawara phela natta batsakna. Rasha ki relaxed happy. Thank you, Tachi. Let me go to Tyler. Tyler, can you wrap it up for me? 1-0. It's a champion score, man. Tyler.
That's cool. I think if they wanted to leave it like this, I think they, judging from their approach in the second half, they wanted to leave it at 1-0. They didn't want to push numbers. And we've been seeing this approach, Sundowns, in a couple of Champions League games where they waste time. I think they are getting into the tune of how things are done in the Champions League. But is it safe for them? Because Now, it then means then going to Tunisia, there are two things you need to work on. You need to work on your defense because
Okay.
obviously you're going to play a low block, and you need to work on the transition, and you need to work on your set pieces. So, three things: transition, low block. When we move from low block, how do we move forward to score that goal, to secure the spot? And they're gonna play with Obas and Alende and Mokwena. That is
Okay.
the approach. The first three in front of defense. So that defense needs to copycat what that defense Esperance did. Do not move. Mudao, do not move. Lunga, do not move. And then maybe they put Maseko and Murena on the right, Maseko on the left, Maseko, right, Murena, and then Alende push the ball up to them to catch them on the break. I don't think it's a safe score because those guys are gonna come at them. They're gonna come at them on the OT with all what they have.
Well, for time, we're gonna discuss the games proper tomorrow. But I wanna bring in Usbo. Usbo,
Hey, Mr. Oti.
uthini Sbo ngale 1-0 man.
No, I'm happy, mina. I believe that Pirates, chances are high that Pirates and Sundowns bazohlangana semi-final or final.
Bahlangana ku semi-final man. Oh, hey.
Especially with Pirates in a lucky CAF. I can see it even today. Lo muntu ophuma la uqeda ukuthi ngawina 2-1 or 1-0 and ngiyambelieve ukuthi bangayibina lo 2-1 and 1-0. Then with the Sundowns, player khona experience, coach experience. I think bazoya lena and score one goal or whatever, but they're gonna go to semi-final.
Okay.
Then the last question I want to ask you, Mr. Ochiung, about Ribeto. Ribeto, quality umuntu loyana, don't you think he can play with Italy or England anywhere?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
He could probably play in those leagues, Mara.
I've been watching those small teams as Zanga that side. This is what I was watching Toronto and Lazio. I watched the whole game, Celta Vic and Pals. Then I'm thinking, when they go that side, they must be loan on Team P, what. Then I'm looking Ribeto, how he played, the pass he did today, every game, Interzenzayo. That kind of play is out of this world. Then you are told, Uti plays the PSL, when they go that side, they must be loan to the second league.
Okay.
But
they could play for one of the smaller teams.
Like what Ribeto did today. Today is not playing, just doing those killer passes. And they are more looking to approve Uti. It's helping the energy of going that side.
Yeah. Okay, Sbo. Hi, since I could I'll make it a topic. For time, I want to bring in Maronza.
Oti.
Adi 1-0 buhlungu kanjani?
Buhlungu Oti Ash. Oti, kumele sidle manje, kumele kudle thina ke manje. Ngibona umunye abhala ukuthi ama-Pirates abadla kumele sidle manje. Hey.
Ay, now Maronza unongenela i-Pirates. Uzoyibona i-Pirates ngo-9 man. Uthini ngale game?
Oti, two different halves, right?
Yeah.
Two different halves, but for one team. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm making sense.
Okay.
Two different halves. Sundowns first half playing long balls and all those things. You understand me? But second half they come different and all, which is good. It shows that they went to half time and then try to change whatever is happening. But I feel like the team experience, right? One thing that I can tell you, I don't know if Ramadan is finished. But because they break the fast.
Yeah, they broke the fast. It was in the past few days, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's finished, right? I'm not sure. I'm still to be corrected. But
it's finished. It's finished. It's Eid. Eid was just now.
Oh, okay. But one thing that I can tell you, I don't know that team if they came to play or I don't know. I don't know what's their plan because OT, no short-term target. It's not like them. You understand me? I don't understand. Like I want to understand what is their plan. Are they planning to defend here without no shot on target? What is their plan? I'm puzzled. I want to see second half. Second leg to see to see the approach of them. What are they going to do? I want to watch that game because like today I couldn't understand. If you check, Sundowns has around 500 passes, right? They have 96 somewhere there, or 95 or something. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. To be honest, I'm lost. If Sundowns has 500 passes and then you have 95 or 97 passes, it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm trying to understand.
Mara Maronza, you saw something not as bad, but it was similar. Ahly, my figure Orlando. Now, but they were like,
but shot and target, I think they should have, because they have to have a goal away. So I don't understand, OT, when it comes to that. If maybe the laws have changed when it comes to away goal. I don't know. So that's why I'm puzzled with the team, like the Esperance team. I don't know. They had too much respect for Sundowns. You understand me? But for Sundowns, Congra, I won't finish the whole word, because any team Congra, you know. Mbashango Congra, ngaqedile ngoba ngiqedile labo bazojabula kakhulu. Congra abokhumo labo. So,
okay.
yeah, let's see the second leg, OT.
Yeah.
For now, I don't understand their plan. That's the thing. But let's see the second leg. You understand me? Then we'll take it from there. For now, I don't know, because there's two different halves for one team, like Sundowns, which is they dominated first half, they dominated the second half again. One team. I thought when we come back, we'll see a different experience. But I saw a more experience which was like too defensive. You don't know what is happening. I don't know. I thought it was they were hungry, you know.
For time, I'm gonna jump in. So kuluma kahle kusasa, but ngikhona ngo9 Maronza for team yakho, so uze.
Ngoba ngikhona uthi siyawina ungawari. Othi kule game elandelayo Pirates mfethu, Pirates will win 2-0 or 2-1 between those two
Okay,
goals.
hayi sizabona phambili. Maybe ngizachinja before 9 angazi. But okay, for time, for time I'm gonna jump in. Guys, okay, I will be back at 9, but this is all I wanted to say. I love the comments. Boring game, no excitement, no this, no that. Guys, this is African football. This is how you win the Champions League. You see the performance that Sundowns gave you today. In fact, Sundowns overperformed what normally the Champions League winning teams do. Now, this is a typical fixture. It's 0-0 for the longest time. You are waiting for the one goal. The first one to make the mistake, the one goal goes in, you sit back. If you're a team that's going away, most of the time, a lot of these teams are not looking for the away goal. They didn't care about the away goal. They didn't care about anything. A lot of them come there and they go, we just need a 0-0. Even if we can concede, we concede the one goal and it's fine. What I love about Mamelodi Sundowns was, what we call discipline, what we call boring, that's the discipline that you need. Think about when Sundowns has lost in the past. How have they lost? Like this. 1-0. They go into the second leg. How did Esperance play versus Sundowns? But 1-0. Home and away. 1-0. So I think in terms of what we are used to as South Africans, it's tough for us to stomach football like this. Nami, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was bored. But you also know that this is what needs to happen, because the moment you start getting too exciting, and you start passing the ball and doing all those things, and you're moving and third man runs and all of that, but you one ball over the top and they try to score. This is what Esperance tried to do to Mamelodi Sundowns in the first half. There's a couple of times where Abo Mokwena were through, and maybe there was a final ball that was missing. Maybe there was a final bit of control that was missing. But Esperance was doing exactly what African teams do. Sit back, especially the North. Sit back, absorb. When the other team gets too overexcited, lebastapaka one ball and they go score. So I think Sundowns, very, very disciplined for this game. very, very. They play the Champions League. This is what they need to be doing. This is what Abu Al Ahly do. In fact, Abu Al Ahly are even worse because their football looks ugly when you watch it. It just looks ugly. But they lift the trophy at the end of the day. So I think great performance from Mamelodi Sundowns. Not what we're used to, but it's a great performance. Nonetheless, 1-0 at home. Now we're going to see what's going to happen next week when they go away. And then, guys, I will be back at 9 p.m. tonight for Pirates. My thoughts in full are going to be out in about an hour and a half. So give me an hour and a half and you'll have my full thoughts about what I felt about this game. And then join me again at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, we're going to watch Pirates playing versus MC Alger. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you guys then at 9. Bye, everyone.